Hello and welcome to my September TBR. This month is a bit of a special one because it is also the Orilium Magical Readathon, which is hosted by G over at Book Roast. I won't go into too much detail about what it is in this video, so if you want to check that out, I will leave G's video linked in the description. Let's get into it. So for this readathon you pick a calling, which is like a career. So it's all based around a magical school and you work towards that career. I'm currently in the autumn equinox, so the second half of this readathon. My character is working towards being a demonologist, and for that I need an O in elemental studies, a Q in spells and incantations, O in conjuration, and a D in demonology. For the O in elemental studies, this is a gust of longing, so you need to read a book with your favourite scent in the title, cover or author name. So I kind of went a bit more like abstract with this. My favourite scent is vanilla. I have chosen the Atlas Paradox. I can't go too much into this because this is the second book in the Atlas 6 series, but from what I know about Atlas 6, I haven't started reading it yet, and it's also on my later on in the TBR. But I believe it's like a magical school. 6 people are chosen for this school, but only 5 will make it to the end. It's very dark academia. I feel like a bit of competition, ticking all the boxes. I have read Masters of Death by Olivia Blake before, and I really enjoyed the writing. It is a little like pretentious, but that's the point, like it's dark academia. I really enjoyed it, so hopefully I'll enjoy this series too. But yeah, isn't the cover stunning? Look at the foil. I went with the vanilla vibe for this because it's not really showing up on the camera, but it's more creamy than like a vanilla-y colour than white. The next is Conjuration, which is conjure bats, prompt bats on the cover, and I've chosen Empire of Vampire by Kristoff. I have started reading this already and I'm about 50% in. I'm listening to the audiobook. It's quite good, but I am struggling to follow it, but I can't really read this physically because this is a library book and it absolutely stinks of cigarettes. So thanks to the person who had this before me. But yeah, I'm enjoying it. Very vampire-y, obviously. Getting in the spooky season mood. Moving on to spells and incantations. This is a 5-star prediction for an O, and I've gone for the Atlas 6 because, I mean, I mentioned it when I was talking about the Atlas Paradox, but it ticks a lot of boxes, not too long either. And how pretty is this cover? So I've had this on my TBR for a while. I'm glad I'm finally getting to it. So that's my 5-star prediction. Fingers crossed. I don't like making too many 5-star predictions because I feel like that puts so much pressure on it, but I think it's a good one. It's a good one. So next is a book shown in NEG video, and I've gone for The Reappearance of Rachel Price. I don't actually know too much about this, but I don't want to know too much before going in because it's a Holly Jackson book, so it's like murder mystery. Well, obviously I think there's a missing person or she comes back, and I really loved A Good Girl's Guide to Murder. Like, they're some of my favourite books, so I have like a good feeling about this one. I think this one says 18-year-old Belle has lived her whole life in the shadow of her mum's mysterious disappearance. 16 years ago, Rachel Price vanished, and young Belle was the only witness. Rachel is gone, presumed dead. The case is dragged up from the past when the Price family agrees to a true crime documentary. Belle can't wait for filming to end, for life to go back to normal, but then Rachel Price reappears and life will never be normal again. Lights, camera, wise. Ooh, okay, I am glad I actually read the blurb for this. I love some true crime, so this should be a good time, and I always read Holly Jackson books really quickly. So next is Demonology, and for an O in Demonology, this is a non-reader chooses your read, and my friend Ellen chose One Dark Window. This is a very hyped like TikTok book, so I have big expectations of this, but I believe like a demon lives in her head and it's giving good spooky vibes. Next is a Q in Demonology, and that's the last book you bought or borrowed, and the last book I bought was The Last House on Needless Street. I believe this is like a psychological thrillery horror vibes. Again, I don't know too much about it, but Becca, in the books. Read this I think last year for a magical readathon, and like her vlog convinced me to read this, and I'm really looking forward to this one. I've like not stopped thinking about it, and I'm so glad I finally bought it. And the last one is D in Demonology, and that's a TBR veteran, and I'm going to read the Archived. This is like a bound up version of both the Archived and the Unbound, which is the Dark Vault duology by V. Schwab. V. Schwab is one of my favourite authors, and I am very glad that I'm going to finally get to this one, because it has been on my TBR for a very long time. This is like magical library kind of vibes, and I think that'll be fun for September in the like dark academia, back to school kind of library vibe thing. I don't know, that makes sense to me. That's all the ones I need for my call-in, and the last book is for the book club for my guild, which is Order of the Crescent, and we are reading Evocation by S.T. Gibson. I think it's like Saint Gibson. I have actually read like 90 pages of this, and then I put it down back over the summer. I did enjoy it. I just wanted to save it for like the spooky season. It's a psychic and lots of like tarot kind of vibes, and like mystic, and I'm really looking forward to this. That's everything on my TBR. It's quite a big one. I don't even think I'm going to try and show you all the books that I'm going to read, but I can have all the books that I'm trying to read in September. Some quite hefty ones on there. We'll see how far I get, but hopefully I do everything for my caller. That's everything. If you enjoyed this TBR, give it a like, comment and subscribe if you want to see more. I'm hoping to post more regularly now, with like vlogs and more TBRs, and I'm hoping to do a spooky TBR or recommendation video. So yeah, see you in the next one.